Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome back to Aussies on the Ball. Today, we are continuing with our elimination rebuild series. We're kind of pumping these out at the moment while the teams get eliminated. I'm recording this right after I recorded my Chicago Bulls episode, and we unfortunately are looking at the eliminated Atlanta Hawks, a team that I thought might surprise some people, but it looks like the Heat beat them, and the Heat are going to be facing the Cavs in the first round. So 2K, once we simulate, let's see what happens. The Timberwolves are going to sweep and win in 4. Anthony Edwards is going to be a finals MVP. So, looking at what our team did this year, I'm thinking that we don't have to do too much with the Hawks. Obviously, we know who Trae Young is. He's a great player. Can turn it off or turn it on at any time. We have Jalen Johnson, who missed a lot of time this year, was in most improved consideration before his injury. We have Dyson Daniels, who exploded onto the scene this year. Nobody thought this guy was going to be this good. He is leading the league in steals, setting records, and doing all this crazy, insane stuff on the defensive end, which covers a lot of Trae Young's defensive flaws. We have a Okongwu and Risesha, who are going to be developing Risesha going into his second year. It's going to be interesting to see what we do. Obviously, they made that trade at the deadline where they brought in Niang and Levert for DeAndre Hunter. So they have a lot of old to young on this roster too. A lot of experienced guys that we could definitely use in today's episode. So let's get on to the off season. Let's set up our first year and kind of see how things are going to go. So we're just going to let all those guys retire, and we're going to see what we get in this lottery. Not sure if we're going to take this pick or we're going to trade it or not. I think we're going to be... So we have that 14th overall pick, which is from Sacramento, but our pick is going to the Spurs because of that DeAndre... No. The guy that's on the... I always trade for him. DeJounte Murray. There we go. There we go. My brain's not working today. So we end up staying there at number 14. We only have to give up the 13th overall pick, which is completely fine. So staff signing. Because of Jalen Johnson's injury, I think we're just going to keep Quinn Snyder around. I think I'm happy with having him around on the team. So let's quickly edit this injury for Jalen Johnson. I know he could potentially be out some of next year, but we play with injuries off on this rebuild. So we're just going to clear that injury. I know torn right labrum doesn't sound too great, but we're just going to make it so he's back at the start of the season right away. I know I can make him healthy, but it's always so annoying to find. So we shall keep changes in return, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Apologies, the puppy came in, and got a new puppy recently, and the videos are kind of being chopped up a little bit because he keeps walking in the room. But hey, so let's just keep Quinn Snyder around. Let's go to the NBA draft. Let's just draft with this pick, kind of see who we get, and then we can kind of assess what we're going to do for trade. So Jeremiah Fears is a great option to have here. So is Noah Essengay. I'm going to take Jeremiah Fears as the point guard of the future. None of those guys is probably good. Okay, Hugo's still here. Thomas Sorber's still here. Colin Murray Boyles is also here too. I think I'm going to take the 6'10 power forward Thomas Sorbers. I never really draft him. And then we have a pick 51 here. So let's take Dame Sarr. And that's a good real mix across the board with who we picked up this year. So I'm quite happy with that. We're going to sign all three of those guys. Team player options. We'll bring back Kobe Buffkin. And obviously Dyson Daniels. We're going to have to pay Dyson Daniels next year too. So that's going to be really interesting. And then none of these guys we're going to offer the qualifying offer to. I think we can do better with some of those pieces. No offense, lads. So let's see. So Karis LeVert, I would like to actually bring back. Let's just sign him on like a... I don't know, he's 30. Let's pay him a little bit extra. Let's just do a team option on this one. Clint Capella, I would like to keep him as a backup center. I'll pay him a little bit extra, so maybe we can use him as a trade piece, but we'll pay him a little bit extra than he would want. And Larry Nance Jr., let's just sign to, like, similar to Karis LeVert, a 2-year kind of team option deal there too. So we'll renounce the rights on Garrison Matthews and all these other guys too. Jacob Toppin, I think we're just going to let go too. But yeah, all these other guys we're going to bring back. and make sure we can sign them. Cool. All right. So our team is pretty full. I think Trae Young and Jeremiah Fears is a nice little point guard rotation to have going forward. Dyson Daniels and Karis LeVert, good for another year. Reese Shea and Terrence Mann, I think we can do better at this small forward position, just a backup. A young player would be nice. And then Niang and Jalen Johnson, just while Sorbers kind of develops, or Muhammad Gay, and Kongwu and Capella can continue to be our center rotation moving forward. So I think we've got like a nice little cap sheet. So is there anyone here that's been released or that's been released, or what's it called, been waived, to see if we can get anyone like that? If not, I think we can probably trade. Okay, for whatever reason, the Mavs are willing to do this trade, and I think I'm happy with doing this trade. We can make Max Christie a small forward. His overall is probably going to go up, but his defense with Dyson Daniels is going to be great. And then I think I'm just happy to go to next year. I really think I am. I don't think we're going to make any changes. Jalen Johnson's going to be back. Across the board, there's a lot of green, and I think I'm happy with that. So we're just going to go through to the next year, and I'll catch you guys either at the trade deadline or at the off season. 51 and 31, not a bad way to end the season. We just relied a lot on development and kind of hoped that would carry us through. Seems like it's worked. We also made some pretty interesting trades at the end season last year, so we'll just kind of run this team this offseason and then probably make some big trades heading into year 2 if we need to. So Jokic MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year, 6th Player of the Year is Russ on the Suns. Interesting. I wonder who they have there now. Walker Kessler, Depoy, Most Improved is Evan Mobley, Luka Clutch Player, and Coach of the Year goes to Tom Thibodeau. So the Knicks are very good. All right. So we get Trae Young here on All NBA second team, and that's about it, unfortunately, for the Kings. Yeah, unfortunately. So we end up as the 3 seed. So we just relied on player development, and it was successful. We did really well. Reese is really breaking out as that like second player that we really need on the team, second scorer. So it's good to have him under contract, under his rookie contract. So yeah, that's a big improvement, massive improvement. Jalen Johnson was good too. Not as good as the year before, but I guess coming back from injury, like his 3-point percent went up a little bit. I guess he's not really used as much because Reese has there. Kongwu was good. Hardy was good. I didn't realize Hardy was going to be as good as this. LeVert was good. Dustin Daniels was okay, but he doesn't really need to score anymore. He just needs to kind of rely on defense. And he 2.3 steals and 0.6 stocks per game. Pretty good. Clint Capella was okay. Max Christie was okay in limited minutes. So let's kind of see what happens here. So we draw Toronto round 1. And what is happening? Toronto, they have on their team, if I can get there, Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, they really haven't changed too much. They obviously have Cooper Flag, but that's about it. Okay, game 1 against Toronto, we lose. Game 2 against Toronto, we win. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we lose. Game 5, we lose. And Game 6, we lose. Okay, so we lose in the first round against the Toronto Raptors. Interesting stuff. Wemby coming up against Cat, and the Knicks win in 6. Cat is your finals MVP. Okay, so heading into year number 2, LeBron's going to call it time. Russ is going to call it time. DeRozan, Harden, yeah, we'll just let them all kind of retire. Heading into the draft lottery. So in between all the elimination rebuilds, I'm going to upload the off-season rebuild. So we've got Billy and we've got someone else coming up too. And then I'm looking forward to doing the Spurs one, and the Phoenix Suns one is going to be really interesting as well. So we aren't destined to have a top pick in this year's draft. I don't know if we actually own. We do at 25. We own a pick at 25 there, and that is it. Okay, staff signing. Do we bring back Quinn Snyder? He's got 1 more year. I guess we can just see how he goes this year, and then maybe make a decision on him going into the next season, which I would like to be good next year and the year after. I'd like obviously we were good this year with 3 seed, but getting eliminated in the first round is not what we want. So let's take Malachi Moreno here. I'd like to take a center to kind of develop, because I don't think we're going to keep Capella around. AJ Cambuza, yeah, pretty stock standard stuff. Let's head to rookie signing, or make sure we sign Moreno. Team player options. Let's bring all these guys back. We can use them for trades, and we're gonna have to pay Trae Young some big money right now. And Dyson Daniels. Okay, so let's see what they want. So Trae Young wants an absolute bag. So let's kind of give him a 3-year deal worth probably 48 mil, similar to what he's on now. Let's front load that, and we'll give him a player option, I think. No, we'll just give him 3 years front loaded, and see if he signs that, and he does. So Niang, he was okay for us this year, but I feel like he's going to regress a little bit, so we can definitely move on from him. So we'll sign Trae Young, and is Dyson Daniels a restricted free agent? He is. So let's just pay Trae Young, and let's kind of cap hold Dyson Daniels for a little bit. I don't want to pay him $30+ million, even though it looks like we might have to. He's not really the scoring type, so let's see kind of what. Yeah, it's gonna be $30 million, regardless of what we kind of do here. So roster. So I'd like Jeremiah Fears to kind of be the point guard moving forward this year. So we can definitely make a big splash at one of the positions. I'm thinking the center position, honestly. I like Okongwu, but I'm not sure. I think Capella and a couple others can be used. I like Jalen Johnson. I like Reese Share. We'll bring back Dyson Daniels. Yeah, I think we have a problem at center. Unless we think Reese Share is going to be better off at the like off the bench as a 6-man role, and we can potentially make Jalen Johnson a small forward and bring in like a power forward. Or is Trae Young going to be that guy moving forward? Okay, let's now pay Dyson Daniels. We want to give him like a 3-year. We'll give him just a. Let's see what we can do here. We'll give him a 3-year contract, $28 million over that time, and so $90 million over 3 years. He signs that. So yeah, so this is the team now. We're not going to sign anyone in a free agency. What we're going to do is we're going to try and focus on recruitment. So the center position is what I want to do. So Hardy was great last year. Jeremiah Fears has progressed past Hardy. So we're going to put Hardy in this trade. We'll also throw in, I think Harris LeVert can be in his own trade. I like that position. And Muhammad Guy can be in this trade too, because I think Thomas Sorbers is going to be good for us. And then Clint Capella. So that's a decent amount of money there. Which center do we really want to go for? That's the question. I feel like we get quite a few of these centers quite often. Jalen Duren is here. He's on the Grizzlies. We can definitely maybe try and poach him. He's only signed for 1 more year, so we'll need to extend him next year. But he could be really fun. Don't know why he's on their team. Could not tell you. We could try and get Sabonis. Could try and go for Cat. Derek Lively could be fun, but we have to pay him. Oh no, he's already being paid. Derek Lively could be really fun. None of these other guys really jump out at me. Okay, so let's try and get Wemby first. So let's go a bit crazy. So let's go Jaden Hardy. Let's go Clint Capella. Let's go Kobe Buffkin in this trade too. And then we'll also throw in, I feel like we're going to have to throw in someone crazy good in this trade too. Let's throw in Okongwu. The Spurs can't do Okongwu. Are they close at all in this trade if we do this? No. Of course they wouldn't be. Let's also throw in Muhammad Guy as well, and then we'll throw in like a couple. This is just a random trade for Wemby. Obviously, we were not going to get this done, but no, they don't agree. I didn't think that was going to happen. So who was the center I wanted to go for? Was it Jalen Duren? I think it was Jalen Duren. He's only 6'10" though. I'd like someone that is a bit bigger, but his rebounding would be quite good. Zubac would be good. Jarrett Allen I always get, I feel. Donovan Clingan, Aiton. Sorry, not Aiton. Okay, let's try and bring in, like, Derek Lively would be good too. He's 7'1". He'd be more fun. Let's see if we can just take some of these players out. So we can trade them back. Jaden Hardy. Let's also send them... let's send them Muhammad Guy as well. And then we'll also throw in a 2030 first round pick for Derek Lively. They're not going to say yes. Obviously, Derek Lively is a really good center. They're not going to say yes. Is there any other player that we can throw them, slide them as well? Like we can't even throw in Larry Nance Jr. I'll throw in another first, I guess. Like we don't really need these first. I'm aiming to be as good as we can. They say no. Is there anything we can do here? I'll throw in 2 seconds as well. They agree. Okay, we just landed Derek Lively. And now I want to get a... I know that's... It's not super realistic. That's not crazy realistic. And now I want to find a shooting guard. Quentin Grimes would be kind of cool, but I feel like that's just a bit too much money that we're kind of looking for at the moment. I'm looking for someone around like the maybe $15 million. None of these guys really jump out at me. I kind of want someone that's contracted for a few years as well. Yeah, none of these guys really jump out at me at the moment. Julian Strother is always one that I find could be interesting. Nemhard could actually be kind of fun. So if we go Nemhard and we throw in Karis LeVert, we throw in Clint Capella. Paces are over a little bit. Money wise, so if we take back Monty Oliver, no, there's no one we can really take back. Okay, like TJ McConnell, he's on like a decent amount of money. We can throw Kobe Buffkin in this trade too. So all this for Andrew Nemhard. We'll throw in like a second as well. They want Larry Nance Jr. They'll throw in another second, and they'll give us Obi Toppin. I will give you Larry Nance Jr. and another second anyway, and you just give us Andrew Nemhard. They agree. Okay, we just made this team so much better. So Trey Young, Jeremiah Fears, Dyson Daniels, Nemhard, Reese and Max Christie, Jalen Johnson, Sorb is going to join the rotation. We have Derek Lively and Okongwu as our center rotation. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I think that's a really, really solid offseason. We didn't go get anyone insanely expensive, and a lot of the guys we traded for just now are under contract long term. So I'm going to see you guys at the end of year number 2. We might have to make a big splash next year if we don't actually get this done. So Jokic wins MVP yet again. Rookie of the Year goes to AJ DeBanter. Marcus Sasser 6th Player of the Year. Depoy goes to Wemby. Igor Demon Most Improved. Clutch Player Jokic. And we are the Coach of the Year, 53-29. That's pretty interesting if that's one of the best records in the league, because that's not that many wins in consideration. We get Dustin Daniels on all defensive second team, and that's about it. Cool. So we are the 1 seed though. Interesting. Let's have a look at the stats. I don't know if I showed these last year. I'm pretty sure I did. They're your points per game. Everyone was really good. They're your rebounds. They're your assists. Cool. We are in a good position. So we draw Boston round 1, who haven't really made many changes. Maybe Drew Holiday retired or got traded. I don't know. They have Wiggins. They have Laravia. They have a pretty interesting team. Okay. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to Boston. Game 4 goes to us, and Game 5 goes to us. So we move forward, and we draw Cleveland, who we traded DeAndre Hunter to, and we had that really good series with, I think it was a couple years ago now. So they still have DeAndre Hunter. The Cavs are one of those teams that never really make many changes, which is the reason why they've been so good for so long. They're just like a consistent team, which is, you know, pretty good in basketball terms. So we make it through to the Eastern Conference Finals. We're up against New York, who also doesn't look like they have made many changes. Normally they trade OG and they do a big reshuffle and things by now. So we're down 2. So let's just drop this down to an 8-man rotation. They want to play Okongwu over Lively. I guess we can see how this goes. Maybe like against Cat, it's just a bit better. Apparently not. Apparently 2K doesn't like that. Let's see if we can come back, and we get swept in the conference finals. Okay, Anthony Edwards coming up against Jalen Brunson, and the Knicks, I'm pretty sure, just went back to back. Okay, So now we're heading into our last season in charge. A lot of noticeable retirees here. We don't have any picks this year, which we've all traded away. So yeah, we're primed to really just win it all this year, which is what we really need to do. So let's see if there's any. So Nick Nurse is here. I wouldn't hate getting Nick Nurse. Tyronn Lue is always someone that I go for. Chris Finch, we may as well throw a contract at. Quinn Snyder, I guess we can bring back. I don't know if he's going to be the guy that kind of carries us over the line. And I think that's it. Let's see if we get any of them. We just get Quinn Snyder. Okay. Do we want to try and win it all with Quinn Snyder? I think we do. I think we back in our man. I think maybe we're one trade away from making it all just click. Maybe a bit of development as well. So we don't have any picks in this year's draft, which is fine. We can move on and kind of go to team player options. I don't think we're going to have many free agents. We'll accept all these guys. Max Christie's player option was declined, so we're going to need to sign him back. And qualifying offers, we don't have anyone. So it's just really Max Christie that we need to bring back. So he wants around $18 million, which I'll just pay him to get that done. And yeah, he's the only free agent we have. So let's just pay him, get that all signed and locked away. And it's really just going to be player development, I think, that kind of puts us over the line. I want to win with Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Ricochet, Jalen Johnson, and Okongwu. I don't really want to trade those guys. So, like, yeah, I think we just have to wait for player development. There's no backups. Like Jeremiah Fears is going to be good. How did he go in his first? Probably he actually had a really good year last year. Nemhard was good off the bench in his facilitator role. He was good. Max Christie has been solid. Has been really solid. Sorbers was okay. He was good. I think we're just literally going to run this thing back. And if there's any things we could do, I might stop at the deadline. But I'm just going to run it and see how things go. So I'll see you guys at the final year. And we've got 390 overalls now. We have an 89, an 86, 86. Yeah, we've got a well-balanced in their prime team right now. So hopefully this is the year. I'll see you guys at the end of it. 63-19. That is an insane season. Wemby MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Tyron Stokes. Josh Giddey, 6th player on the Spurs. Wemby Depoy, most improved Cameron Boozer. Devin Booker, coach player. And we are the coach of the year. So we just ran it back. We didn't really make any changes. We just ran it back. Dyson Daniels again makes a defensive team. And yeah, I'm happy with how this team is going. Hopefully we can just make a good mark on the playoffs this year. Ricochet took over from Trae Young in the points department. Rebounds Jalen Johnson and assists Trae Young. Cool. All right. So we draw Washington. Game 1. They have Jordan Poole, Ace Bailey, Jabari Smith, and John Collins off the bench with Alex Size. A very interesting backcourt or front court. Sorry. So yeah, interesting stuff. 1-1. We go up 2-1. We tie it 2-2. We go up 3-2. And okay, we're going to a game 7 straight away. Okay, let's drop this to like a 9-man rotation. And yeah, let's just kind of see what they want to do. All right, interesting stuff. So let's just simcast this and see if we can get across the line. Hopefully Derek Lively is enough to kind of take on Alex Sarr. I know Alex Sarr is a very good center. And we're in trouble. We are in a lot of trouble. We get eliminated in the first round by this Washington team. Okay. That is crazy. That is actually nuts. And the Timberwolves win in 6. Wow. All right. We don't actually get the job done. We don't end up winning a championship, but we built a very strong team. A very, very strong team. I kind of want to run it back. I know I'd try and do 3-year rebuilds, but if we run it back another year, I feel like, okay, yeah, we're running it back. We can't just let this team kind of fall away like that. So Dinwiddie apparently was on our team. They're retiring. Let's see if we got any picks this year. I don't think we do. We got pick 29. Okay, so Quinn Snyder, maybe he was the problem. Maybe he's the problem. Is there anyone else here that we could potentially bring in? Eric Spoelstra, Udoka, Kerr. Ooh, okay. Thanks, Quinn Schneider, but you didn't do your job. Let's try and get Steve Kerr or Ime Udoka. Or no, I want one of those guys. Wait, what? Why? Oh, Team Doctor. Okay, let's decline all these guys and sign Ime Udoka. I would love Steve Kerr, but apparently he is tentative. So let's sign Ime Udoka as our new coach. Hopefully he does what he is needed to do. Hopefully that takes us over the hump. I guess we can sign a rookie. Let's take Nelson King, and then hopefully we can just bring back all of our players. We'll sign Nelson. We'll bring back all these guys. And Ricochet we're going to have to pay. And we're going to pay because he is probably going to be the best player on our team. And we whoa, okay. Okay. Let's just see if we can just do 3-year deals all around for these guys. A Kongwu we can pay as well. And Nemhard we can just wait on. So Nemhard I want to keep. So we need to make sure we can keep him. Can we sign these other two? They agree. Okay, Nemhard, can we just sign him to whatever we can? This team's going to be expensive. We're going to be over all the caps next year. But that is completely fine because I just want to run it back. Trey Young, Jeremiah Fears, Nemhard, Dyson Daniels, Ricochet, Max Christie. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make any changes. I really don't. Everyone's just going to develop. And this player progression should look just green all over. Just green all over. But we're going to be expensive. And that's because we're in our championship window. We should win this year. Yeah, we now have 490 overalls. And 89. If we win the 1 seed and get eliminated in the first round again, I'm done with 2K. But let's just see what happens. I'll see you guys at the final year. So we only win 48 games this year. Cade Cunningham is your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to JJ Andrews. Brandon Miller, 6th player. Deep Boy Wemby. Brandon McCoy, most improved. Clutch player, John Morant. Mark Daynock is your coach of the year. So yeah, we got Jokic is on the Lakers. Cool. We've got a bit of an interesting position that we're in right now. So we're the 5th seed. So maybe we should have made some changes. Maybe we should have made some trades. I don't know how we're gonna win this, to be honest. We're gonna drop it to a 9-man rotation and see how things go. It looks like Max Christie is gonna be the one that misses out. So let's kind of see what happens. We draw the Orlando Magic, who haven't really made too many changes from what I can see. So game 1 goes to them. Game 2 also goes to them. Okay, can we come back, or is it just done? We win game 3. They win game 4. Are we just destined to lose? Are we just destined to never win anything with the Atlanta Hawks? I feel like this should be kind of like one of those games that we just win. It looks like we're dominating right now. Okay. Let's just kind of keep simulating, I guess, and see if we can get through to the next round. If we keep playing like we did just then, maybe we will. But I don't understand why we were so bad. So maybe Okongwu is the secret. Maybe Okongwu is the guy that we need to just keep playing, and Derek Lively can keep coming off the bench or something. I don't know. I don't know how this works sometimes, because Derek Lively's up to a 90 overall. But obviously the matchup with Okongwu might be a little bit better. I guess. Cool. But we managed to get through and managed to draw the Miami Heat, who have DiVincenzo, Sharp, Debansa, Bam, and Adem Bona. They have a very good team, actually. So they want to play Derek Lively again. Let's see what happens here. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Heat. Game 4... Game 4 goes to us, and Game 5 goes to the Heat. Game 6 goes to us. We draw New York yet again, who are the 2 seed now, with Cameron Boozer really developing, and they have an old friend in Kobe Buffkin. Okay, let's see what happens. Can we just get through? Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to them. Okay, let's reset this a little bit. Maybe we need to bring in our secret weapon of Okongwu off the bench, like make him start. I don't know. But it's a bit of a back and forth. I know Trey Young and the Knicks have this insane rivalry, so they blow us out. they absolutely blow us out. So let's see if switching a Kongwu and Lively is going to potentially change anything for us. Like a Kongwu can start, I guess. Oh wait, that just switched it around. Okay, whatever. Let's just see what happens. Is it any different, or I guess they would put a Kongwu in if it really mattered. I don't know. But it looks like we're about to go home. We're about to get eliminated by the Knicks. Okay, and the Knicks coming up against the Thunder and the Thunder sweep. Cool. Well, there you go. That's how I rebuilt the eliminated Hawks. So hopefully they just run it back. Hopefully they make some changes with some of their older guys and rely on Jalen Johnson's development. I thought we did a really good job rebuilding this team. We brought in a Derek Lively who would be in his prime, but obviously it doesn't work that way. So I'll see you guys in the next one.